Hello students, in this video we will discuss about graph representation. Okay, so the graph data structure can be represented in three ways, either in adjacency matrix, adjacency list and incidence matrix. Okay, three ways. Okay, so here first we will see how to represent a graph in adjacency matrix. Okay, so here adjacency matrix, a graph is represented using a matrix, okay. In adjacency matrix the graph is represented using a matrix representation where the size of matrix is total number of vertices and total number of vertices. That means the rows and columns of a graph is represented in matrix by number of vertices as rows and number of columns also as rows. That is rows into columns. That is vertices into vertices. Okay. Suppose in a graph, if it has 5 vertices, we will represent that graph as adjacency matrix in 5 into 5 matrix. Okay, so in adjacency matrix both rows and columns will represent number of vertices in a given graph. Okay, now here the values of this matrix is, suppose the values of this matrix is either 0 or 1. Okay, if there is an edge from row vertex to column, okay, we will represent rows and columns as vertex of the vertices of a graph. So if there is an edge from one vertex to another vertex, that means from row vertex to column vertex, then we represent its value as 1. Suppose if there is no edge from row vertex to column vertex, we will represent its value as 1. Okay, we will see adjacency matrix with an example. Okay, now this is a graph J which is undirected graph. It contains vertices 5 vertices A, B, C, D and E. Okay, and B has a loop. That means itself. Okay, edge itself is called a node which have an edge itself. That means initial and end is same node. That's why it is called a loop. Now this is a graph G. Now for this graph, undirected graph G, we have 5 vertices. So how to represent this in a adjacency matrix? It means 5 rows are 5 vertices and columns also these 5 vertices. Now we have to show the edge from one node, that means from row vertex to column vertex. That means adjacent nodes will represent a value if there is an edge from one vertex to another vertex. Okay, now this is an example of adjacency matrix. Now for the same graph we have 5 vertices. We are representing these 5 vertices as rows. Okay, rows and columns. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E and A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so if there is an edge from row vertex to column vertex, okay, we learned previously, if there is an edge from row vertex to column vertex, we will represent value as 1. Okay, if there is no edge from row vertex to column vertex, we will represent it as a 0. Okay, now for this graph we are representing this graph in adjacency matrix representation. Now first here row A, that means it is an array. We can say this is an 2-dimensional array. This is row column A of 0, 0. That means A. If there is an edge from A to A, you check in the graph, there is no edge from A to A. So the value is 0. Next, A, B. Is there any edge from A to B? Yes. So the value is 1. Next, A to C. There is an edge from A to C. So the value 1. A to D. There is no edge from A to D. Okay, it is not adjacent to A. D is not adjacent to A, so the value is 0. A, E. There is no E is not adjacent to A, and there is no edge, so the value is 0. Next, B. Row vertex is B, column vertex A. B, A. Yes, there is an edge from B to A. So the value is 1. Next, B to B. There is an edge from B to B. It's called a loop. So the value is 1. There is an edge from B to, now B, C. Now there is an edge from B to C. The value is 1. Next, B to D. D is not adjacent to B. So no vertex. So like this, we have to represent adjacency matrix of a given graph. This is undirected. Now we'll see same example for a directed graph. Now this is a directed graph with vertices A, B, C, D with 4 vertices. Okay. Now we are representing row values and column. Okay. A, B, C, D, A, B. Now the values. If there is if there is an edge from row vertex to column vertex, then the value is 0. If there is no vertex from row to column vertex, the value is 0. If there is vertex, 1. No vertex, 0. Now, A. There is no edge from A to A. So, 0. A, B. Okay, row A, column B. There is an edge from A to B. B is adjacent to A. So, we will represent with 1. Next, A, C. There is no, C is not adjacent to A and there is no edge. So, 0. D. There is an edge from A to D. 1. Okay, this is the adjacency matrix representation. Okay, so the next type of representation of graph is adjacency list. Okay, so in adjacency list, we will represent the vertices of a graph as list of an array of linked lists. Here we will represent as linked list nodes. Each vertex in a graph is represented as linked list nodes. Okay, so here every vertex of a graph contains a linked list node, and it points to, and it contains, each node of a vertex contains its adjacency nodes. Okay, now here what we have to do first, now this is a directed graph with 4 vertices A, B, C, D. Okay, so what we have to do to represent this in adjacency list, first create a linked list node of all the vertices in a graph. That is the first step. Okay, next for each vertex of a graph, create adjacency vertices as linked list. Create adjacency nodes as linked list of each vertex in a graph. Okay, now in this graph we have 4 vertices A, B, C, D. So first we are creating 4 linked list nodes for 4 vertices A, B, C, D. Next, create for each vertex, create a linked list of nodes which are adjacent to that vertex. Suppose if we take A, what are the adjacent vertices of A? B and C. Okay, B and C are adjacent vertices. So create a node B and C. Each vertex points to, that means the main vertex A points to this adjacency nodes. So the last node will be the last node will be next failed contains the null value. Next, B. Now the adjacency nodes of B is B itself, and also it has D. So the adjacency vertices or nodes of list is B and D. We create B and D where this node points to this list. Next, C. What are the adjacency vertices or nodes of C? Only one, that is D. we create a list of adjacency list of nodes D and point to that list. Next is D. What are the adjacency nodes of D? Only one node, that is A. Okay, A. This is called adjacency list representation of a node. Okay, and the third type of representation is incidence matrix. So incidence matrix is different. Okay, in the matrix representation of a graph, here all the rows are represented with vertices of a graph. Okay, and in incidence matrix all the columns are edges of the graph. Okay, so adjacency matrix can be represented as which is of size total number of vertices as nodes. Okay, and total number of edges as column. So what is this matrix? Vertices into edges of a graph. Okay, now this matrix contains values either 0, 1 or minus 1. Okay, so 0 represents a edge which is connected to column vertex. If there is an edge which is outgoing from a vertex, is represented as 1. Okay, if there is no edge which is connected to particular vertex, then it is represented with 0. Okay, and next, if there is any incoming edge for a particular vertex, then it is represented with minus 1. Okay, 0 means, suppose you see this example. Now this is a directed graph which has vertices, 5 vertices A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and edges E1, E2, E3, E4, E5 and E6. So the number of rows of the this incidence matrix is 5, A, B, C, D, E, and number of columns, edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 edges. Okay, now there is an edge going from row edge to column vertex. Oh, that means row edge. Okay, so what is that one? E1. So A, from A, an edge E1 is outgoing, so the value is 1. Okay, now from A, an edge E2, there is no edge E2 for this vertex A, so the value is 0. Next, E3. Now there is an edge outgoing from A, that is E3, so the value is 1. Next, E4. There is no edge E4 from A, so 0. Okay, connected to A, 0. E5. There is no edge E5 connected to A, 0. E6. There is no edge connected to A, E6, so 0. Now B. Now we will check for the vertex B. E1. There is an edge incoming to B. So the value of E1 for the B vertex is minus 1. Okay, next E2. It is the edge is going out from B, vertex B. So the value is 1. So from column vertex to row. Okay, next E3. What is E3? There is no edge connecting to B. So the E3, there is no E3 edge connecting to B. So 0. Next E4. There is no edge connecting to B. E4. There is no E4 edge connecting to B. 0. E5, E6. Now you see. C. For C, an edge E3 is incoming. Okay, for this column vertex. So the value of C edge E3 is minus 1. Okay, now E4, an edge E4 connecting outgoing from C. So the value is 1. Okay, E6, there is no edge E6 connecting to C. So the value is 0. This type of representation is called incidence matrix.